Hey traders, it's Stephen Brooks, and today we're going to be talking about my black tape trading hack. Now, I know a lot of folks watch these videos, they come to my YouTube channel, or they belong to one of my premium services because they want to learn the latest and greatest strategies. The strategies which have worked in bull markets, the strategies that have worked in bear markets, that have worked in not only 2008, 2009, 2013, and 2020. They want to know the latest and greatest strategies because they will, of course, want to go out there and make money. Now again, rather than talking about these sexy strategies, because you can in fact gift these very, very successful strategies to individual traders and investors, and they could fail even with those amazing strategies. So what I want to talk about today in this video is a little bit of a black tape trading hack that we recently did with one of my one-on-one clients, okay? His name was John. I'm not going to tell you his last name. I'm not going to tell you about the size of his trading account, but in 2019, right? So in 2019, his portfolio returned about plus 2.03%. Now again, the overall market last year in 2019 was, I think, higher, let's call it by about 30%. I think higher by about 30%. So while he made a profit, and again, you can't be upset about making a profit, period, because not everyone's even able to do that, he significantly underperformed the overall market. So we started working together back at the end of 2019, and the way we worked together was as followed. We gave him a handful of strategies that have a tendency to work very well in all market conditions. And the way that we've been able to prove that is via millions of different trade opportunities and data points. Then we went out there and we tried the methods on paper money so he can get used to actually placing the trades, understand how long he may be in a trade, what the potential P&L might look like of the time he was in the trade. And then we went out there and we started on real money, right? Because he passed the test on paper money, he knew how to do the trades, he knew the setups, he knew how to use the platform, so he's ready to kind of take the training wheels off and go on to real money. And what happened very quickly was he would place a trade, and if the trade did not immediately, like down to the nanosecond, work in his favor, he would immediately exit position and take a very small loss. He would never really give the trade the time to maybe work itself out and turn into a winner. So he was not getting very good results at the beginning of 2020 for this very reason. Again, he was putting on the same trades, the exact same trades on real money as he was with paper money. And again, in paper money, he was very, very successful. But as soon as he got to real money, again, he would place a trade, he would sit there and he would scrutinize and he would agonize over every single price movement of that trade. And if the trade barely went against him, I'm talking about like $1 or $2, he would quickly bail out of the trade and that would be it. Okay? So we had to come up with a solution to the problem. Now, what was the problem? The problem was as soon as he got on real money, he was freaking out. He was overanalyzing the entire trade. On paper money, he was placing the trade, he was putting in his profit target, he was putting in his stop loss, and he was allowing either of those to get hit. But on real money, he wasn't even able to go ahead and do that because in some cases, he was out of the position before he was able to put in a profit target order and a stop loss order. So here's what we did. And again, the whole problem was he was not able to allow the trade to do what it's supposed to do when he got to real money. He was able to do that with paper money, but when he got to real money, he wasn't able to allow the trade to work out the way he was instructed to. So here's what we did. We had to make sure that he was able to trade on real money as if he was trading on paper money. Not necessarily dollars and cents, but mentality, because again, he was really successful in following our trades on paper money, but as soon as it got to real money, it all went to hell. So here's what we did. We literally took a piece of black tape. We took a piece of black tape and we said, put the black tape on your online brokerage account wherever there is a P&L visible, wherever you can see a profit or loss visible. Wherever there was, put a piece of black tape over it so you would never actually see what the P&L was. Now I know you can kind of see it here, but you can get the gist. put a piece of black tape over the P&L and just trade off of the information that we provided. So what happened? This year, the market, let's say, is even. I don't know if it's up or it's down for the year, but it's about even. I know the NASDAQ is up. I know the Dow's down. I think the S&P is about zero. But just for argument's sake, I know people are gonna comment on this. Oh my God, no, it's down negative 0.1%. It's about 0%. So far this year, his results are up about 31% for the whole year. And again, the trades that he's doing this year are not that vastly different than the trades he's done in the past, but we've got to the point where we figured out the solution to his problem. The problem was, as soon as he would place a trade, he would over-scrutinize and over-analyze it, and if he saw any loss, even if it was a 50-cent loser or a $1 loser, he would immediately bail out of the trade. So we had to come up with a solution for that problem because he was not allowing trades to either hit their profit target or hit their stop loss, and he, of course, was not allowing these trades a little bit of time to go ahead and work themselves out. So what did we do? He did the same trades as he did before. No new trades. He did not add any capital to his account, and he did not reduce any capital in his account. He placed trades with the exact same trade size as he was doing before. Only this time, he wasn't able to see the running P&L of the trades all day, every day. He was only able to make a decision based off of, has the trade hit that profit target or has that trade hit that stop loss yet? Because I know at the end of the day, only one of those two things is going to happen, and I have to let the trade work itself out so that it ultimately does. And I don't want my emotions to take over where I exit that trade and prevent myself from generating a profit. Now, the black tape trading hack, it is a little bit extreme, but it serves a very good purpose and a very good educational purpose. This trader, with our help, this trader was able to get himself in the right mindset by doing whatever it took. It took for him to literally put black tape over the P&L of his positions every single day so that he would not overly scrutinize and he would not overly become obsessed and overly become emotional about the trades that he was placing. So rather than putting on a trade, sitting there with tunnel vision and getting obsessed with every single price movement of the day, he would put the trade on, he would put his profit target in, he would put a stop loss in, and then he would let the trade work itself out. The end result is a really, really good result, okay? Plus 31% for this year, again, compared to the market, which is basically flat for the year. And the reason he was able to do that, folks, and I want this point to be really, really clear. The reason he was able to accomplish that was not because he all of a sudden learned this secret, strategy or this hack that nobody knew about. That was not the reason he was able to be successful. I want you to understand that. The reason he was able to be successful is because he did whatever it took to put himself in the right mindset so that he can actually let these trades happen. He can let them work themselves out. Because the reality is, not every trade is immediately going to be a winner. Not every trade is immediately going to be a loser. Sometimes markets ebb and flow. They go from highs to lows, but over time, if you're putting on the right trades, they're going to end up winning a little bit more than they're losing. So what did he do to get a 31% return? He did no new trades, and the only thing he did was he put black tape over the P&L on his account so that each and every day he would literally not be able to obsess and to overanalyze over the P&L of the trade every single day. It would either hit the profit or the stop, and life would go on. So for some of those folks who are out there who are struggling, it's probably not because you don't know these crazy, amazing trading strategies. It's probably because you don't let yourself get in the mindset that I don't want to overanalyze every single second of every single day and make rash decisions. If you have a good idea that you've done the research for, you've run the data and it works out well, all you have to do is execute the damn thing. So how do you execute the thing? You put yourself in the right mindset. Not everyone out there needs to put black tape over their P&L. But if it's what it takes for you to be successful so that you don't overanalyze, over-scrutinize, and bail out early from positions, then that's what you need to do. So rather than getting obsessed about all these amazing trade strategies and ideas, there are many out there, many out there. Make sure you are setting yourself up, that's a tongue twister, setting yourself up for success. Whatever it takes, and if you're able to do that, just like one of my clients was, you'll be able to get much bigger results without having to worry about learning the greatest and latest, most amazing trades out there. Because again, you already know what they are.